If we get some hearts going.
Look at that.
So how's it going, my comic jet army? We're here today with Adam Barnhardt, right? Barnhardt?
Yeah, Barnhardt. Yeah, whatever. You could call me whatever you want, Cody.
Just don't call you late for dinner, right?
Yeah, just don't call me late for dinner. That's right.
The creator of Shit Show, now Moon Knight. No, not Moon Knight.
I wish. Hell yeah, let's manifest that.
Yeah.
Moonspawn and the Defenders of the Dark.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What is that about?
What is that about? Moonspawn and the Defenders of the Dark. Number 0 is what I have on Kickstarter right now, and it features a character named Zarya Moonspawn. She's the main character. Her father is like the world's best monster hunter. He's hunted everything there is to hunt, and he wanted her to follow in his footsteps, but she doesn't quite get it. You know, I mean, she thinks these monsters have feelings. She thinks these monsters, you know, are human enough that they shouldn't be hunted. So she kind of drops out against that and goes to magic school a little bit, which may or may not have worked. And we picks up sometime after this. And the purpose of Moonspawn number 0 is it's a 5-story anthology. If you guys like backed or got Shit Show Shorts, what I did, it's kind of similar to that, but this time we have like a framing story. So it picks up and Zarya finds out her dad's not well, and her dad's actually ventured into an alternate dimension called the Terrorscape. And the Terrorscape is known for its monsters. And he's trying to get his biggest hunt yet, but he went into the dimension alone. And Zarya knows nobody survives in the Terrorscape alone. So she wants to go after him. But she can't go alone, so she needs some friends. So she assembles the Defenders of the Dark, which is a team of horror-based characters. If you're talking like Marvel or DC, it would be, you know, Justice League Dark, or, you know, the Midnight Suns or something of that nature. We have like Crisis. He's a character that can turn himself into a swarm of wasps. We have Snake Root, who's like a swamp monster, but he has a heart of gold, so he's like a mixture between Groot and Man-Thing. Dr. Obsidian and Lady Lucid are 2 other characters, and we have some vampires and maybe some other fun monsters will pop up. So that's a very long elevator pitch on Moonspawn and the Defenders of the Dark. So this is number 0. We have, like I said, 5 stories by 5 different creative teams, and that will launch Moonspawn and the Defenders of the Dark Volume 1. Eventually, hopefully. Knock on wood.
Is it going to be picked up by any publishers? Do we get any word back?
I hope so. No, it's still very early on. I'm working on a project now with the artist that's going to do the main story. We're working on designs in the very early stages, and we'll probably start that series in earnest soon. But the artist that's actually doing Shit Show 2. So we're hoping to get Shit Show 2 just a little bit more done, and then we're going to hit the ground running with the Moonspawn series.
Shit Show 2? Is that what you're calling it, or is that just a placeholder?
That's placeholder. The name is Shit Show Lost Son is what the name of that is. It's awesome, man. It's awesome. It's combined all of my love: superheroes, ancient Egyptian mythology, Weekend at Bernie's. It's just it's a pretty crazy little story.
Is that going to be kickstarted also?
No, that's at Scout, man. We'll be doing that through Scout. Scout's publishing it, or they said they were at one point. I would hope so. Yeah, they're that's all for it at Scout. I don't know when. We have 1 issue done. So who knows? Probably 2023. I don't think this year. We won't squeak it out this year. So early next year, maybe. Because everyone knows, you guys know how long comics take to make, you know?
Yeah. All right. So the business side of comics, we really don't get into that much. When you get signed to a publisher, do you need a lawyer to look over the contract or anything, or is it pretty much basic?
You probably should. I mean, it's pretty basic from what I've seen. The contracts I've seen from publishers and whatnot. This is not legal advice. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not certainly not your lawyer if you're listening to this. I mean, it's always safe to have your counsel or advisors look over contracts to make sure everything's up to stuff. But I mean, what I've seen isn't too out of line. It's spelled out pretty well, easily. So.
Okay. Are you allowed to go back and forth with the numbers?
You can do whatever you want, man. You can do whatever you want. I mean, that's why people go to Substack. You know, Substack shot them a deal, and I'm sure some people negotiated. I mean, people like Jonathan Hickman aren't going to leave Marvel where they have they can do whatever they want, unless there's a better deal across the pond or something. You know, so yeah, you can. You know, the worst they could say is no.
Yeah, or just say we don't want the book at all.
Well, they could say that, which is no, and then you could take it to Kickstarter or crowdfund, or you could do whatever the hell you want. You could burn it, send it to the trash, take it to whatever. But yeah. I don't know. That's what we were talking. There's just been Kickstarter's never been more popular, you know. So comic printing is reasonable. I mean, if you wanted to, you could probably throw up if you get an artist on board that's understandable or something, you know. Or if you have an artist that's, you know, wants to split royalties or something, I don't know. You could do, if you took care of art, you know, you could have the comic printed and shipped for $1,000, which is a really small Kickstarter campaign. You know, but whatever, you know, you always have to pay the artists and stuff like that. So that would be a bigger Kickstarter, you know, just whatever. But yeah, I mean, if you want to tell the story, you got to find a way to tell the story, you know?
I agree. So the number that people ask for on Kickstarter, like let's say $5,000, anything over $5,000, is that all profit?
I mean, it depends on the thing. I would hope so. I would hope so. I would hope that you launch your Kickstarter campaign to cover all the costs of the campaign, you know? It depends. I know. So my Kickstarter right now, we're funding Moonspawn and the Defenders of the Dark #0. That is on Kickstarter right now. MoonspawnComic.com. This is coming out by May 9th, right?
Cool. Come out Friday.
Cool. So yeah, head to MoonspawnComic.com. But so we are looking for $3,500 in funding, and $3,500 includes every expense I have, including Kickstarter fees, shipping fees, printing fees, artist fees, some, you know, extra bonuses to artists, shipping supplies like bags, boards, Gemini mailers, stuff like that. So if we go above 3,500, yeah, that's going to be extra for my campaign, which equals the more bonuses for the art team, and I'll probably go to the Texas Roadhouse and order the biggest steak I could find or something. You know, yeah, the whole $20 steak, you know, because that's what I'll be able to afford. But no, it's depends. Yeah, I mean, I hope if you fund through Kickstarter, you can at least cover all the costs. I mean, there are some surprise costs that come up. I know with Shit Show Shorts #1, excuse me. I underestimated certain aspects of it, but the campaign was still plenty to cover those costs and stuff like that. So I can see early on, if you launch your first campaign and you don't know shipping is how much shipping is probably one of the biggest costs with the campaign. You know, I think $700-800. So Shit Show Shorts #1 cost me between $750 or something like that, just for the books. And then I did these bonus posters, 11x17 posters, which was a silly decision on my part, because you can't combine the 11x17 with the comics in a Gemini mailer. So then I bought the tubes to ship that, and that was an extra $400 to ship all the tubes. So I kind of shot myself in the foot there. But we're talking $1,100 in shipping just between that. So I said, you know what, I'm not going to do the extra stuff. I could have went out and bought bigger boxes that I could have put the comics in and all of that stuff. But, you live and you learn.
Yeah. Now it makes sense that when people send me prints with the comics, the prints are the same size as the comic. So it'll all fit in the Gemini mailer.
Yep, and that's what we're going to do for like stretch goals and stuff for Moonspawn. We're going to do comic size prints. Just because I don't want to print the 11 by 17 and spend $500 in extra shipping.
I agree. So if people miss the Kickstarter, where are you going to be at so they can pick a copy up from you?
So I have a website, lunchroomriot.com. That is my my brand, my handle, my label, my whatever you want to call it, my studio, if you will. And I put all my extra comics or copies up there. Depending on locations, I'm probably doing 3 cons this year, maybe 4. They're all in the Midwest, mostly Iowa. I don't think Moonspawn will be ready for 2 of them, maybe. They might be ready by the June one, but we'll see. I'm hoping to get back to C2E2 this August, so they would be in by C2E2 if you guys ever make it to Chicago.
Chicago. Has it gotten cold there in Chicago yet?
It's cold, man. It's starting to warm up. I mean, just in this general area, it's middle of April. Yeah, we're starting to break out. There should be no more snow. Hopefully, we might get one more snowstorm, and then it'll be 90 the next day. So.
Yeah, it was 90 here, 93 here today. Terrible in Florida.
That's crazy, man. It's like 36, I think it was. I had to put on 2 jackets today. And I went out and got some lunch. What is it? Yeah, 42. It's warm here, man. It's almost shorts weather.
Yeah, I would love to be in some weather like that for a day.
You like cold weather, man? I'll trade you anytime. You have the humidity though, so.
Right. It's thick here.
It's thick.
Yeah. You haven't come to Florida? Like Scout hasn't had you here for a signing?
No, I've been to Florida a few times. Not for Scout. We got to fix that. I got to talk to the people at Scout. I haven't even talked to Scout in a minute. So
yeah, they got a brand new headquarters. Like they got the room. Love to meet you in person.
Yeah, man. We'll I might try and see if we want to do something for Keepers. I want to go balls to the wall for my next Scout book. So. I don't know when that's coming out either. Keepers of the Cosmos. It is insane. Absolutely insane.
Tell us about it.
On Shit Show Volume 1, there was a short story, Killer Bears from Outer Space, at the end of issue 1, and it's featuring the main bear in there, Lemon Drop. Lemon Drop's part of these a group of space pirates called the Keepers of the Cosmos, and finds himself into trouble. So Keepers of the Cosmos Volume 1 shows Teddy Bear Jailbreak, we'll call it. It's pretty crazy. It's perfectly shit show in space. It is part of the shit show universe. It is a shit show spinoff. So yeah, it's great. I love it. I love writing these characters. I already have, hopefully, knock on wood, Scout picks up the spinoff I'm working on. We have art for that. I started writing Volume 2, so we will see where it goes. We should be seeing some movement on that soon. We're over halfway done with that now, so we'll see if it's solicited this year. I don't know exactly when, but soon.
Is Moonspawn in the shit show universe?
I want it to be. I'll say technically yes. I mean, as I wrote it, it's supposed to be in there. If you get the Shit Show Volume 1 trade, there's the encyclopedia in the back, or you can buy the encyclopedia digitally online. But in the encyclopedia is Dr. Moonspawn and Lady Lucid, and those two are in the Defenders of the Dark, Moonspawn and the Defenders of the Dark. I do have plans for crossovers and things like that if, Scout were to pick it up, because, Scout has the shit show publishing rights for now. So, yeah, man, if Moonspawn gets picked up by Scout, hell yeah, it's in the shit show universe.
Are we going to see like little Easter eggs of the shit show universe?
There are in Keepers Volume 1, Moonspawn 0 on Kickstarter there. Oh, yeah, there is. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. You will see, for sure, you'll see direct references. One of the short stories, there's direct references to what happened in Shit Show Volume 1. So, well, apparently it's in the Shit Show universe regardless. So,
sweet. Let's see. Oh, when did you know you wanted to write comics?
A few years ago. A couple of years ago, when I found out I knew I wanted to write comics. I wanted to tell the story somehow. I didn't know how to tell it. I got some key art made in 2015, 2016 of Shit Show. Just the Magnificent McCoys, Rich McCoy. I wish I could see it. Can I pull it up on my phone? I don't know. I don't want to. So I got that made, and I'm like, should I try turning it into a pilot or not? Or a comic or what have you. And eventually morphed into this idea where they were superheroes, they had superpowers. So I figured, superheroes, they're rooted in comics. So let's tell it in comics. So, I mean, it's just been bouncing in my head for the past 7 years. Eventually, I got super inspired one day, and I sat down and I wrote the script. I wrote an outline, a treatment, a script. And then we got started on the art. And here we are. We started on the Shit Show art in 2018, maybe? I think 2019? It would have been... It might have been 2018, yeah. Time all blends together, man.
Right.
The past 2 years have been crazy.
Have you got any work done?
Have I got any work done?
Yeah, during the current world events that we was all locked down for?
No, I haven't worked since February 2020, man. It's just crazy. Every day, it's insane, man. It's just nuts. Life is moving way too fast at the moment. I should say too fast. It's moving fast.
Okay. And didn't you say, I think you said last time that you was going to do a live action Shit Show, right? Or there was talks about it?
I did not say that. I hope. If there's talks, I have not been informed.
I might be mistaking you with someone else.
You might be, unless someone's talking Shit Show and they said that. Hopefully. Hell yeah, man.
Shit Show's not going to get no type of show or animation or nothing?
I hope so. I have zero indication that that's happened. No one's told me. I don't know. I don't have those rights to shop around, so I won't know.
All right. How long does Scout got? I guess, what is it, the IP?
Yeah, they have exclusive rights to pitch to studios and networks and things like that. I don't know, few years. I don't know. I haven't been brought into any talks or anything like that, so I don't know if there are any, or if there have been some, and I haven't been brought in yet. I have no idea.
All right. Yeah. I don't know. Is there anything you want to say before we go, Adam?
No, man. Check out moonspawncomic.com. We are, as of this morning, we're about a week in, and we're at just over 60% funded. So we're well on the way there. Check it out. We'd love to have everyone as a backer.
All right. Well, I appreciate your time, Adam.
Yeah. Hey, no problem. It's always good chatting with you, man.
Oh yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
What? You mean you haven't subscribed to Comic Chat Authority? Oh, come on. Subscribe already. What are you waiting for? It's no big deal. Like, man, don't forget to tell him to hit that like button. Yeah, that too. Just subscribe.